I'm a Pakistani student at NYU. So, first of all, I want to know if you understand that when you say Pakistan is just an offshoot of India having trouble determining its national identity, that same definition applies to Bangladesh and a list of countries in Central Asia that were part of the USSR and then formed their own national. Sure, Pakistan may have a younger history than India, but when you have statements like that, they only come across as arrogant. And it feels like you're just dictating your terms, which is never a positive stance for investigation. Second of all, the real question basically. You said that fundamental Islam is a problem in terms of peaceful negotiations, but I will just remind you that fundamental doctrines of all nature tend to be violent and they tend to repress the voice of minorities, including the famous philosopher and political scientist Kautilya, who said that political decisions should only be determined by calculations of self-interest, rational self-interest, not concerns for humanity. And
that part is your addition.
Well, sir, that is okay. That is a matter of opinion. But he emphasized the rational calculations over short-term concerns.
National interest, yes.
Leading to the final part of my question, which I wanted to ask Umar Abdullah as well.
One question at a time.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, sir. Just one question in the end that you should really focus on. Anyways, you've said that the Pakistani government sponsors terrorists, and a lot of you have been conveniently avoiding the word terrorist and jumping between terrorist and militant. But what the Indian government does with the pellet guns and killing people, isn't it the exact same thing? And unless we acknowledge the problems on both sides, we're never going to get anywhere. And I don't think that it's just that you don't understand the difference between terrorists and militants. You're just conveniently trying not to use that.
Well, what the Indian government, I'll come with your last question, the Indian government is doing in Kashmir is what it's required to do under the Constitution to maintain public order. We think all these demonstrators are instigated by Pakistan. Many of them are paid by Pakistan. And they have even got a rate list. If you throw a stone on the military truck, you'll get 5,000 rupees. If you throw it at a Kashmiri police truck, you'll get 2,000 rupees. This kind of encouragement is being given. Many of them we have found them to be drugged by narcotics. And therefore, I think, let me say very clearly that human rights is valid question only up to the point where we have to maintain public order. We are a legitimate country, and we have been recognized recognized as a country that is legitimate, and Kashmir is legitimately part of India under the law. And anyone who tries to separate it, we will use any amount of force necessary to see that that fails.